Hey guys, what's going on? Inception here, and welcome to another video. Ladies and gentlemen, we are on Giyu's account. He has some player picks to open. Hopefully he actually packs some of the new cards from the Team 2, so we can actually do some more reviews on his account, because he's the guy that's obviously responsible for all the SBC stuff. So obviously, if you guys can give a nice little GG to Giyu, that would definitely be very nice. This is the squad that we were using for the player review, so if you guys haven't checked out those videos yet, we do have the review for both Jorginho and Declan Rice. So, with Giyu, I mean, you know what? To be fair, he has the foot champs Harry Kane. He is a Spurs fan, so if we can get the new Harry Kane for him, that would be a really, really cool thing to work with. So we'll see if we can. A lot of new stuff to talk about today. Obviously, with FIFA 22, they have this thing, like this hyper motion thing, I guess. I don't even know what this is. For FIFA 22, where it'll be available for the PS5 and the new Xbox, which will definitely be a very cool thing to look at because I do actually have the PS5. This year's iteration of FIFA was really weird in regards to the differences between the PS4 and the PS5. Like with the PS5 version this year, it was more of a thing that they just released for the sake of releasing, more than it was like a game that was actually developed. But to be fair, that's like the rest of their games. They're all pretty garbage for what it is, right? But with the PS5 version, it was just one of those things where it's like, oh, the PS5 has been released, so we're going to have to put out something for the PS5. Like, that's what it felt like with that version. To be honest with you guys, on my main account, whenever I do hop on this game by some sort of miracle, I usually play it on the PlayStation 5, and the gameplay is different to the PS4, but the reason why I played on the PlayStation 5 is honestly because it looks better, right? It looks better, the graphics, they don't bore me as much. They feel very sharp, the grass looks great, the celebrations are sick, even though I don't really like to use them that much. You guys know that I usually just skip my celebrations anyways, but I literally play the PS5 version nowadays just for that different feel because of how awful this game is this year, anyways, right? Like for me, it's definitely top two, if anything. So for next year's game, it's definitely interesting that for the new gen consoles, they are going to have a new technology for it. It's called hypermotion, I think. So very curious to see what that's going to be. That information is going to be released. What day is it today? Today is Wow, today's the 9th. So I think the information is going to be released on July 11 because we're essentially 2 months and a half away from the new FIFA game, which I always hope can be good. I really do. I always hope that it can be a good game, but after all the years that I've experienced all the BS that EA has thrown us, I doubt that they'll make a solid game, to be honest with you guys. But you know what it is? At the end of the day, you got to grind through it anyways, right? With the YouTube channel being a thing nowadays, even if I don't have to stream it, at least I have means of being able to create the content that I want to create regardless of anything. And that's obviously a big thanks to you guys. Because of the community's help, I'm able to create the content that I can create. Giyu is not going to be available next year, so I'm not going to have an SBC guy, right? So he used to be my SBC guy. So, you know, if there's any of you guys that end up doing like every single SBC, be sure to hit me up. Definitely can work something out. Definitely would be really cool. Giyu did not let me pay him, but I would not mind paying you at all if that's the case for next year. Generally speaking, guys, in a logical world, right, I would like to just unlock every single card myself and then just be able to I would love to be able to unlock every single card myself and just do the player reviews from playing the game normally. Like back then when I used to play FIFA 15, I always tell you guys this, I used to just use different teams all the time, so getting player reviews for each individual card would have been soft to be able to do, right? So every time there's a new promo, basically what I would do is I would probably do like the main content, like the SBC stuff at 1 o'clock, maybe get the gameplay objective card, maybe push like one or two reviews in there, but at nighttime I would wake up and then I would just play with all these different cards the entire time. So far for this SBC, Giyu hasn't really been getting anything. The 80 plus has been kind of fraudulent. He's getting a little bit of fodder here and there with the 84s and 85s, but nothing too crazy for the player pick. So we're just going to keep it moving, keep it grooving. I am going to try to get the player views up today. We have a few players to get, obviously. The top four right now seems to be, I think it's like Harry Kane, Oh, right now it's actually Neymar. Neymar is obviously the top because if anybody gets their hands on that card, then it's just an absolute blessing because it's going to be very very hard to get him. But there's Sterling, there's Chiesa, there's Lukaku. A lot of very very interesting cards for what they are. Harry Kane, Mina is the gameplay objective. Gomez looks pretty interesting. Cavani, some of these cards are not necessarily like super ideal to use if you're playing in Division 1, but you know, they're very fun for what they are. Like with Cavani's card, physical type striker, hopefully they actually improved them in certain ways where you can actually use them in the game. And to be honest, I'm looking at them right now on an engine, actually doesn't look too bad. So definitely looking forward to reviewing those cards as well. There's a few cards here that are mostly fodder. I'm sorry that the first week players I uploaded really late. It's just that it really comes down to how I'm feeling during that time period to be able to review the cards because it does take a mental fortitude for me to actually play this game and create content on it, right? So that's why it's not like always consistently done. But yeah, so far Giyu's not really getting anything here. Not even a bad Summer Stars card, which really sucks. He's just getting pure fodder right now. He's already sending me messages saying, "Please, Kane, please," which I don't know, Giyu. It doesn't look like it's gonna happen, brother. Like they're just chalking you, my bro. They're chalking you, my bro. Wow, this is like really. What's the one that usually like gives you stuff? It's usually like the 82 plus, right? 82 plus is usually the go-to. Look at this, man. This is just crazy. At least get like an underwhelming Summer Stars. You know what I'm saying? Like even if it's like a Yarmolenko or something, like Gio would be happy with that because he actually collects all of the cards anyways, right? So definitely looks like a very unfortunate bunch as well. At least they got a fodder card there. But man, out of what was this, 49? I gotta put 50 in the title or else people are gonna be like, Inception, why would you do 49? I don't know why Gio only does 49. You're a little sus for that, Gio. You're a little sus for that. Putting me in a situation. I do that sometimes with the pack openings. Like if it's like 17 cards, I'll just call it 16. If it's like 15 cards, I'll just call it 14 because obviously there are people that do get a little bit annoyed with the odd number. It's like a science behind content creation. Like people will not click on the video if it's an odd number. It's very, very strange. Very, very strange. Yeah, Giyu, buddy, this time you got absolutely nothing. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Like, this is just awful. Wow. Last two, man. Last two. Carlos Vela. And then the last one is going to be... Oh, man, just chalked for this one. Yeah, this one was horrible. Wow. Yeah, he just sent me a message saying doo-doo. You know what's funny is that even the fodder for this one wasn't that good, you know? I mean, fodder regardless is always helpful because there's always going to be an SBC that he's down to do. But man, this one was a rough one. 87 Firmino and Ederson were like the best ones, eh? Wow, out of like 49 of these things. Man, welcome to EA. And then he has to use all these duplicates here too for SBCs. Just a very strange situation. Very, very strange situation. But yeah, Gyu, let's see what team you're rocking with. I want to see if he's actually gonna play the Foot Champs thing. Oh, Spain. He has a full Spanish team, eh? You know what, Gyu, for this team over here, like there's a couple of things you can work with, man. If you end up playing Foot Champs. I don't know if you will. I don't know if you're qualified for Foot Champs. Maybe I even play on your account, Gyu, to be honest with you. He's sending me a message right now. I'm not sure if he's gonna do because I think it's like yeah, I'm asking him yeah. I'm gonna ask him if he has one. He unlocks all the players, so this is why his account is absolutely insane. Because he has a few players here you could definitely use. Like Hermoso is definitely still good nowadays. Iniesta's fantastic. Lucas Vasquez is really good. Olmo's really good. That Adama Traore card is brilliant. I don't know if he has any right back cards, but he could use Jesus Navas on a full chemistry and then use him at right back. He said if I can make one for him. For the weekend league team, I could totally do this actually with his squad. I mean, he has Alonso, so Alonso's not too bad. I'd probably take out PK because I think it's 8 players, right? 8 players for this. Regulon would probably Marcus Alonso has what work rates? High low work rates, eh? Physical oriented though. Take that out. Take that out. That's fine. I want to see if I can take this out, put this in. Because he has like Ronaldo and stuff too. Griezmann? Griezmann? No. I personally wouldn't put in Griezmann. What are the icons that he has again? Let me see. Okay, so he's got Ronaldo, which would be brilliant. Brazilian as well. Garincha would definitely be good too. And then Rude Hullet. Rude Hullet wouldn't be bad, actually. Take out Pozuelo. And then Hullet in this team. I would just do this. And probably just do this. Because this card on a shadow for 7 chemistry would still be a monster. Better on full, I think, actually. Maybe like Iniesta there? Yeah, that wouldn't be bad. Any other left-sided players? Ah, Dama. I wouldn't want to do that, though. Yeah, I would line it up like this. Or even Yuri. Yuri as a left back would probably be better, actually. Yeah, because like this, he can put Iniesta and Hullet as his midfielders, and then his attack would be... Um, actually, I'd probably put like Danny Almo in there too, actually. Have him playing as Cam, Iniesta as one center mid, Lucas as the other center mid. But then he has like no defensive presence. Yeah, I'd probably do this to be honest. Something like that, maybe. Fullback, center mid, Adama. Adama's like too good to bench. I don't know. I would do something along the lines of this, Gio, if you were gonna actually do it, because I think it's 8 players. Yeah, I think it's 8 players. I would do something along the lines of this. I think that'd be a pretty decent team for what it is. But yeah, guys, thank you guys so much for watching the video. Hopefully you guys did enjoy it. I will catch you guys from the next video. Peace out, dudes. Love you guys.